Good evening. The life you want, the marriage you want, the family you want, the friends you want, the places you want to go see, your entire life, guys, is fueled by your business. It's fueled by your income, so you think about it, whether it's your business or your income, all of that determines your life. All of that determines what you have. So this is Kathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach. What's up, Fun and Freedom Movement? We're going to get this party started in a second. So if you're catching this during the live, let me know you're here. Say hello so I can say hello back to you. Because we're going to dive deep tonight. We're going to talk about what it takes for you to be able to win and create the success that you desire. So whether you're catching it during the live or replay, let me know in the comments, and we're going to get started in about 60 seconds. So go ahead and hit that share button. Let the people know who you want, and you know they need to hear this. Get them on here. So if you've been waiting your whole life to get your business going and to get it where you want it to be, this is one day that you don't want to miss, because we're going to go over the 8 keys to success. We're going to go over what it takes for you to grow your business online. And it may not be even what you think, but these are the key ingredients that a lot of people miss because they're looking for something that anybody can learn. And these things that I'm going to share with you are only things that you can learn. Guys, we got about 30 seconds. Luda's going to take us out. So soon as he's done with his rap, we're going to start rapping. We're going to start talking to you guys about the 8 keys to success so that you can win online. And we don't ever want you to give up, right? We don't ever want you to stop. We want you to create success. So guys, I always tell you, if you want to get your money right, you got to get your mind right. It's so important to get that mind right. So let's go ahead and dive in. It is 8 o'clock. It is straight up 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If this is your first time tuning in and joining the group, let me welcome you. My name is Kathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach, guys. Like, seriously, the life that you want, the marriage that you want, the family that you desire, the experience that you want to take, they are all fueled by your commitment to either build a great business. You got to build a great business, because what does that do? It gives you income, it gives you freedom, it gives you time. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go over 8 key secrets, 8 key success. When I was at the, and I know I talked about a few of them before, but when we went to the largest internet marketing seminar in 2019, they talked about these key things. And so sometimes you got to look beyond the tools, like, the funnels and the scripts and all of that. Yes, that's important. But if your mind is not where it needs to be, you'll never complete that the way it needs to be completed. So number one is your secret. The number one secret is changing your belief. Changing your belief. Now, what do we mean by changing your belief? Most people believe, like, I'll give you an example. Today I was talking to someone. As you know, I have an online business. I've been doing multi-level marketing forever. And one of my goals is to take my multi-level marketing to that top level, to the, number one in the company, to just win at it, to make it happen. And so they were trying to recruit me in their company. And what I began to explain is that when you decide to do something like that and you're just not getting in it just to make a little extra money, you're getting in it so you can create the future, the money, the lifestyle that you want. It requires looking at things a little different. Like, I looked at what does it take to get to the top? How many people do you have to bring on your team in order to make that happen? Same thing in your online business. How many people do you need to bring in to make that 6-figure income, that 7-figure income? So you don't think from a day to day, because they were like, well, let's just do it 30 days and see how it works. I'm like, no, when you make this decision, and this is what changing your belief is about. The moment you make a decision to build a business, don't let it be temporary. Don't have an out. Start with knowing exactly what it takes to hit number one, exactly what it takes to be at the top, exactly what it takes to make it. Now, guys, I'm speaking to people who made a commitment that they want to have that marriage, that family, that lifestyle, and they want that business to take care of it. So I've created a couple businesses that have hit 6 figures and double 6 figures, and I know that there's a certain amount of commitment that it takes to get to that level. So if you're just trying to make some part-time income, this message is probably not for you. But if you want to have a full-time living, if you want to have a lifestyle that doesn't change at all, then this is for you. You got to change your belief and start by being a professional at what you do. Know what the numbers are. Know what it takes to get there. Don't get caught up in the hype and the excitement. Get caught up in the finish. Begin with the end in mind. What is it supposed to look like? Number 2, forgiveness. People walk around, man, with the weight of the world on them. They walk around with what they didn't do, what their parents didn't do, what their exes didn't do. They walk around what their business partners didn't do. People walk around with that weight on them. And when you walk around with that weight on you, you never get that opportunity to fully accept who you're going to be. Because if you're closed, I use an example. If you're closed up, how are you going to let anything in? And so when you're closed and you're not open to just share and just to give and to receive because you haven't forgave, and when you don't forgive someone, that means that you're holding back. That means all that negative energy that's on top of you is stopping you from getting that blessing that you should have. So go ahead and release that. Go ahead and forgive, and most importantly, forgive yourself. I give you permission to forgive yourself for every failure that you had, for every mistake that you made, for everything that you said you were going to do and you didn't do. Just go ahead and let it go. If he forgives you, you can forgive you. When you do that, it's easy to do secret number 3, and that's an identity shift. You got to make that decision of who you are going to become. You get to decide. I remember when I was making that decision to bring my business online and to be able to train and teach people. I've been doing that for like 20, 30 something years offline. Absolutely love training and teaching people, but online it was like, okay, the world can see you. It's different when people are coming into your office and they're looking at you from there, but here the entire world can see who you are. So guess what? You got to have an identity shift. You got to feel yourself worthy of the calling that you want to do, worthy of the calling that was put in front of you. You got to know that there's someone out there that needs to hear your message. There's someone out there that needs to follow your example. So that's an identity. Who do you want to become in the process? See, all of this and changing your belief and forgiveness, you got to shift your identity. You got to look at yourself as the person that you want to become. You got to start speaking it. You got to start showing up and being that person. Immediately make that decision. Is it uncomfortable? You better believe it's uncomfortable. But is it necessary? Yes, it's necessary. You can't play small and do something big in life. You can't show up small and do something big in life. You got to have that identity shift that will change your life and change it forever. And then the covenant. That's number 4, secret number 4. There's an agreement. There's an agreement that you're going to have with yourself, with your maker, with the people around you. You're going to have that agreement that you agree to step into this life, to step into your role and without retreat. You're not going back. You're going to be there no matter what. So there is no retreat into that. So you want to make sure that you're just like, I'm 100% committed. I'm not turning around. I got you no matter what. I will be here. And like, how many people can actually say that? I know, okay, so my first business, I think I was in that for 13, 14 years. You got to be in something long enough to see it through. Long enough, if you promise people success and you're going to be there, then you got to stick to it. Because when you're building a huge business and a huge organization, it no longer becomes about you. See, it's okay if you just want to get into sales and make a little extra money. That's cool. That's about you. But if you want to build a business, it becomes about the people who are working with you and the people's who problem you want to solve. So you got to start thinking outside of that, which leads me to secret number 5 is the power of the community. The power of the community is humongous. That was the biggest thing that I was talking to this person about who was trying to recruit me. I'm like, whenever, especially if you're in network marketing, okay? And even on online marketing, you see the groups, you see like Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson built a tribe. He built a community of people who were willing you bought into his vision. Like, he had a vision of what his company was going to look like, how he was going to serve people, the amount of people who were going to have success, the excitement, the energy. Like, you got to decide, is it a winning team or is it a losing team? Is it a fun and exciting people come and they don't want to go? Like, you got to make that determination as you step into building a business. See, we're talking to you about going to that next level. And when you go into that next level, you have to think about all of these things. Like, what type of community do you want to have? If you're doing a Facebook group, do you want it to be excitement, energetic people contributing? Do you also want people having success, making money, also talking, also sharing, also teaching? What type of community do you have? When people think of your company, what do they think of? Like, man, yes, everyone around them, they're great, they're positive, they're always full of energy, or everyone around them is always complaining, itching, moaning. Like, what is it that you want it to have? You got to be certain in your effort in what you want to do and how you want to do that. It is so crucial, guys. If you're going to step into something from this point forward, from today on, don't just half step in it. Don't step in it and chase some money. Step in it to chase that lifestyle, that life, that marriage, that family. Those friendships, the things that you desire to have in life. Step into that knowing that you're coming into there to create a community that's out of this world. Number 6, guys, you got to understand wealth. You got to understand how money works. Man, I've been a licensed financial advisor for, 23 years. And I'm telling you, understanding money is something that you still got to go through. It's a daily education. Now, here's the basic principles that you want to make sure that you take with you. Number 1, whatever you make, already predetermine where it's going. So what do I mean by that? Number 1, you want to have your giving account. Now, there's 2 types of giving account. One, like if you tithe and you give tithe, that giving account is you're giving it to someone else to make that decision on where the money is going to go. You also want to have a gift account, giving account, and that account is where you're putting aside 1 to 10% or more. You determine that prior to making that money, right? Prior to having that success happen. You say, for every, $100 that I put in, I'm going to give 10%, 1%. It doesn't matter. You determine it. And then what that money is, that's money that whenever your heart tells you it's time to give. It's time to serve. Maybe you want to tip that waiter or waitress. Maybe you want to bless a family. Maybe you want to do something special for someone else. I know Ray Hickman, they do Wealth Wednesday. You just want to go and give in abundance to someone else and bless someone else. Why are you doing that? You're really doing that one for you. That one is for you because it makes you feel good, and it should fuel you in the inside to want to go out and make more money so you can give more and have that feeling. So you want to have your tithe account, your gift account, and then you want to have your savings and investing account. That's money that you're going to set aside for your future. You also want to have your emergency fund. That emergency fund is that money that, they say 6 months. You should really get it up to where you got at least 2 years of an emergency fund set aside. So if anything happens, you are okay. You got 2 years to get yourself back together. So that should be part of your process of what you want to do. And then you want to have, I call it that fund. That fund is money that you could set aside and you can use to take those vacations, have those weekends out, those date nights, do the things that you want to do. So if you pre-set up what you want to have done with your money, then you're going to create wealth. You're going to create success. You're going to be a good steward of your money. If you're good with the few, then you're going to be trusted with a lot. So you got to be a good steward with that. And then, of course, when you're running your business, you're going to set aside money for your business. Predetermine exactly what you need to happen. So that is so important. That's secret number 6. Secret number 7. This is a big one, y'all. Secret number 7 is just-in-time learning. What is that? Just-in-time learning. See, a lot of people will spend all year long learning, and they never take action. So what just-in-time learning is that there's so many things that you need to know when you're running your business online. What you want to do is wherever you're at in the process, you learn it today and you implement it today. Or you learn it today and you implement it tomorrow. Do not go to the next learning step until you've implemented and taken action on what you just learned. Just-in-time learning means that you need to put a post up, put out a funnel, that you need to write some copy, that whatever it is that you need to do, you need to overcome some objections. Whatever the case is, let's say that you want to write a copy, you want to get a headline. Go to somebody's business page who's in your market, look at what they have in there, and then implement it based on what they have and put it out. Because we spend so much time in the learning phase that you never get to the doing phase. So if you want to create success, you got to be an action taker. And action takers learn something and they do it immediately, like within that 24 hours. So before, if you're reading a book or you're taking a training, before you go to the next phase of the training, you want to stop it, pause it, and implement it and say, okay, what did I just learn? How can I implement some of that of what I just learned right now? And secret number 8, y'all, the last secret we're going to go over here today, so important. Kind of goes over what we just talked about, the who, not the how. A lot of people focus on how am I going to get this done? How we're going to make this happen? How. No, the who. You want to focus on the who. Who are you serving? Whose problem are you fixing? Who do you want on your team? Everything should be about the who. How many who's do you need and what do you need to get for who? Not how. Not how am I going to get it? Yes, is there a time for the how? But so many people plan the tactical things instead of being a strategist and thinking about the who of what we need to do. Who do we need to have on our team? Who are they? Where are they hanging out at? What problems do they have? Who is already talking to them? Who is already helping them? How can I learn from that? Those are the things that you want to look at. You want to know the who, not the how. And when you do that, guys, you're able to build an amazing business. You're able to take your business to a level that you never thought was possible. It will be bigger than you ever dreamt that it can be. Before you know it, you look up, you got a huge, humongous team. And guess what? They're winning, you're winning, you get to create that life. You get to, like your life, your marriage, your business, your vacations, your home, all of that is fueled by your income. So if it's all fueled by your income, don't you think it's important to decide and take all of these 8 principles and say, okay, how do I want to live my life? You got to live it by design. I'm going to read through those principles again so you can write them down, and then I challenge you. What I challenge you to do is once you write them down, I challenge you to go back and look and then grade yourself from 1 to 5. 1 being, I need a lot of work. 5, I'm there, as to where you're fitting at in these 8 principles. And then once you grade yourself, guys, take action. What action do you need to take? Now, if you need to know more, if you need coaching on that, join us on tomorrow night at 8:00 p.m. You have to register for this. Go to sixfigureclubcoaching.com, 6-figure club, and that's the number 6, sixfigurecoachingclub.com, where we're going to dive into what it takes to create an online course business. That's what that one is about tomorrow, helping you to be able to do that. Take that knowledge that you already have and grow that. So secret number 1, let's go through this so you can write them down. Changing your belief. Secret number 2 is forgiveness. Number 3, your identity shift. Number 4, the covenant. Number 5, the power of your community. Number 6, understanding wealth. And number 7, just-in-time learning. And number 8, who, not the how. The who, not the how. So you want to take those 8 secrets, write them down, determine where you're at, determine where you need to go, and let's make 2019 your best year ever, so that when you jump into 2020, it's a whole new ball game. Everything is going to be completely different. Guys, to build a business of this magnitude will take you 3 to 5 years. We're talking a 3 to 5 year commitment. So if you think it's something that's just going to happen overnight, it is not going to happen overnight. It takes a good 3 to 5 years. If you're straight up focus and you're not looking to the left nor the right, you're not getting distracted by those shiny objects, and you're just going to go for it and build it. You're talking 3 to 5 years to build it up to the magnitude that you desire to build it up. And I know you can make it happen. You just got to do things different. Because if it hasn't happened before, then there's a reason. You got to ask yourself, why? Well, how come I haven't done it before? Because there's certain things that were not being done properly. Now that you know better, you can do better. So I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor. If you got value, let me know. Go ahead in the comments. Let me know what you got from this and whether you caught it from the live or replay. And if you know someone who this can benefit, go ahead and add them to the group and then tag them on this post so that they can get the same value that you guys got. You guys rock. I appreciate you. I thank you so very much. And we will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.